Good afternoon and welcome to the Dream Squared African American Heritage Program here at Proctor Recreation Center. I am your MC Pierre and I'll be your guide through this journey. Our theme will be Express Yourself. The staff and students have worked very hard to present to you this offering. We have put together drama, music, dance, and art. And as my grandmother used to say, do not walk in front of me, I may not follow. Do not walk behind me, I may not lead. Just walk beside me and be my friend. We hope you enjoy this program.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as a rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chase and rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have I not weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way with the tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughter. Out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Excuse me, sir. Can you tell me how to get to courtroom ABC?
This is it, children's court.
Children's court.
Yeah.
Are you ready to CNA?
Yes, I am. How'd you know my name? Who are you?
I'm your defense attorney, Paris Monique. Helicopter, please stick with me and you'll be free.
Wait, you're a kid. I need a real attorney.
I'm as real as it gets, straight up.
All rise from the Judges Court. Present the Honorable Judge DeAndre. Don't play Washington. Judge Cameeya, I got your tears Debeers. Judge Arionna, Shundell Brown. You may be seated.
What's the first case?
The case of Amiyah C. These were the Debeers, Ocean, and no better you. For real?
I do?
It's either you do or you don't.
I do.
Miss Tough Stuff, what's the evidence?
Your Honor, the defendant works at a local hospital as a CNA.
I didn't ask you where he worked, I asked you what's the charge.
Your Honor, the defendant is charged with smoking in front of children, pregnant women, and the general public down the street on his break from the hospital, and thus exposing those parties to dangerous and deadly secondhand smoking.
And how do you plead?
Not guilty.
I just know you two didn't tell me two different things. The fact that you didn't consult with your attorney. Well, Haynes suggests to me that you don't have yourself together. Would you like to take a cigarette break to get yourself together?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Man, I'm not serious. Get real. You smell like smoke now. It's bad enough you're a healthcare worker who smokes now. But to make things worse, it says here you smoke around children and pregnant women. You know cigarette smoke causes cancer and all kinds of other diseases. Miss Tough Stuff, what's the evidence?
We have a surveillance video of Mr. A smoking.
Your Honor, if you look closely at the video, you'll see that from my butt before those kids came through.
Right, and I'm gonna put your butt on my courtroom if you speak out of turn again.
Question, why didn't you pursue a nursing degree? Why stop at a CNA?
I didn't think I could do it.
Mr. A, have you ever choked a child?
No, absolutely not.
Actually, you have. Do you know what secondhand smoke is?
All right, I heard enough.
Mr. Ray, hold your breath while my colleague reads your verdict to experience what child with asthma experienced after inhaling the smoke.
Defendant is guilty as charged, and as for his penalty, he is to complete a smoking cessation class. Also for the next week, go stay on that same corner where you put your butt out and hold a sign during your break that reads smoking is choking, and report back to the court in 2 weeks on contacts you made regarding a career in nursing. Remember, failure to abide by the children's court could bring you a long run. And one last thing, let's dance.
All rise for the Children's Court presenting Honorable Judge DeAndre. Don't play Washington, Judge Cameeya. I got your tears, Debeers. Shut them down, Brown. You may be seated.
What's the next case?
The case of Lionel the Litter. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth? For real?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, aren't you like that? Aren't you look like this boy?
I'm Judge
DeAndre, don't play Washington, and nothing about my parents to be a concern of yours. Today I'm your daddy and you need to recognize.
Say amen, somebody.
Order in the court, Miss Tough Stuff, what's the charge?
Your Honor, the defendant fancies himself as a community activist and volunteer for several social service agencies.
In other words, he's unemployed.
I didn't ask you where he worked, I asked you what's the charge.
Your Honor, the defendant is charged with throwing a fast food bag that had pieces of a burger, some fries, and a drink out the passenger side of his best friend's ride.
Trying to holler at me?
Order in the court, and what's the evidence?
Your Honor, the defendant was captured on a nearby business surveillance camera. And as you can see, after the bag is tossed, the contents splatter on the street. The area is a commercial residential mix with a nearby playground, and the contents spilled onto a statue of Martin Luther King.
The content of your character is a shamrock shape.
And how do you plead?
Not guilty, man. Not guilty. Don't play DeAndre Washington. Not guilty. Man, you guys are something else.
Mr. Battles, it's obvious that you do not take this court seriously. You have belittled the judges.
That's because y'all little, get it?
Oh, I do. And what you need to get is another interruption will get you gagged.
Gag? What do you mean gag? You mean put something in my mouth? You little bugs better sit down somewhere. Something about gagging me.
If I beg the court's pardon, Your Honor, my client won't be able to communicate his position.
And that's a good thing.
He threw a drink at Dr. King.
He disrespected this court.
Miss Tough Stuff, do you have any questions for the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. Is this you in the video? Were you aware that there's an anti-littering ordinance? Did you care that your action was a bad role modeling for the children and others who witnessed it? Did you know that you were doing harm to the environment by discarding non-recyclable plastics and destroying the pride we have left in our neighborhoods?
Based on your answers, the court finds the defendant guilty as charged, and you are hereby sentenced to do 3 years of community service, picking up trash in the neighborhood. You are further ordered to read the collective works of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Read junk rides and afterwards conduct a community forum about how plastics are destroying the planet. And finally, you're ordered to find a job, bottom-let your car, and respect children. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. I apologize. It won't happen again.
Mr. Battles, I just informed that the court is in need of a janitor, and to satisfy one provision of your sentence, we are hiring you starting immediately.
But, Your Honor.
Bye, Felicia.
All rise for the Children Court presenting Honorable Judge Deion Trey. Don't play Washington Judge Kelly in. I got your tears, Debeers. Judge Brianna, shut them down, burn 'em. You may be seated.
What's the next case?
The case of the rapper. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth? For real?
I do, and it's true that I do what I do, and the truth is the proof that I'm a number one hitter, microphone spitter. You can flush all your arguments until it's on the number one.
That'll be enough.
I have nothing.
Madam Prosecutor, what are the charges?
Your Honor, the defendant describes herself as a musician. However, upon a thorough review of her quote-unquote credentials, we find that she is actually a branding opportunist.
I didn't ask you what she does, says she does, or claims to be. I asked about the charges.
Your Honor, the defendant is charged with espousing sexist, stereotypical, thuggish, homophobic, and drug-related verbiage in mixed settings, including places where children gather. And while we in this country have freedom of speech, these messages are extremely toxic and in some cases have sparked violence and other daily behaviors for our community.
And how do you plead?
You see, I can't plead, so I'm not free. My identity has been prescribed for by the powers that be.
So, you're pleading guilty?
Right.
Your Honor, even though my client is pleading guilty, she would like to explain the reason behind her guilty plea with the hope that her explanation will result in a lighter sentence. Proceed.
See, Judge, I didn't budge my judge. See, I got $100,000 from the mailman. I grew up with some music for ballers. I told my mom no, then I'll call her. She told me to bring her back some cutty and a bag of spins. Bought a brick, doubled her money. Now she drives a van. My sister was her first chance to get extensions. Hiding applause for son, but she don't mention. I never knew.
Okay. Miss Rochelle, where's this going?
I don't know, I'm just freestyling.
Your Honor, my client is trying to say that because she grew up without a strong sense of identity, she was vulnerable to the media influences, and the messages she heard and the images she saw were very powerful.
Powerful enough to get in her head and make her walk around like a dang fool.
Powerful enough for her to take identity with anything that seemed real at the time. My client grew up after the Civil Rights era, after Black Power, after affirmative action, after conquering a different world. My client grew up when the empire struck back, and when powerful forces began to roll back the games back to the made, and cracked a few shots out for men in a prison cell, and record numbers in a powerful subculture was created. Thugs and ballers bold and unashamed.
Need that cheddar. You ain't get no paper. Cheddar make the better. GTA and Fortnite taught me how to kill. You got my corner taught that stuff for real. Might as well be a gangster, can't get on nothing else. Might as well be a princess, I'm in it by myself. Need that cheddar.
Your Honor, it's not uncommon for young women like my client to feel hopeless like the world has something to offer them. So rather than go the conventional road of getting an education and a job and some legitimate paths for success, they endeavor to take what they can, however they can, and have no remorse for who they hurt, insult, offend, or disappoint.
Need that cheddar.
Okay, I get it.
You do?
I do. It's an internalized oppression, and there's no easy fix. First, I want you to remember that failure to abide by the children's court could burn you in the long run. Ma'am, I am sentencing you to something all thugs need. To what all thugs need? Yes, to what all thugs need.
What do all thugs need?
Thugs need a lot of things. Need that cheddar. Yeah, a little more money would make everybody better.
Need that job, need those books, education, appointments, and much better look. Need a conscious mind to learn from Martin and Malcolm X, cause the Undertaker is busy and you don't want to be next.
But just as important, the thing most needed by thugs is for us to put our arms around, cause thugs need hugs.
Oh yes, you best to believe it.
In art, the students did a variety of styles such as making slab tablets inspired by mid-African culture, Halloween masks inspired from early tribal culture, foil etchings, geometric elements in art, and ugly mug clay faces. For our art offering, students made clay tablets inspired by the Middle Eastern area and African artifacts. These tablets were inspired by events that occurred in 2020. Each student made one to take home, and the other will be buried as a time capsule. Foil etchings and modern day logos with the idea to incorporate cultural references and design elements were done. Slab vases inspired from all cultures on Earth, Halloween masks made from animal motif. Geometric elements in art challenges students to basic geometric tools such as a compass, ruler, squares, and protractors to create art. One piece was inspired by a mathematical code called the Fibonacci sequence, and clay faces were other examples of what students learned in art. For the ugly mugs, students were instructed in clay techniques.
Hello, I'm Jonelle McCloud, the manager here at Proctor Recreation Center. Thank you so much for watching our program this year. The theme, Express Yourself, really exemplifies the effort that these young people portrayed here at Proctor Center. The Proctor Center staff for Dream Squared is amazing, and we could not have done it without them. And as Jackie Robinson said, a life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. And the impact on the children's lives is very important. Thank you.